What is up, loud and proud crowd? I hope you guys are doing absolutely fabulous today, guys. I'm very excited to tell you that we are going to be starting on Project Nasty Red 12 valve. This project, of course, you guys all know we've had for several months now, and the truck's really not had any work done to it other than, you know, removing the bed, removing the pap cap, working on the frame, coating it, stuff like that. But other than that, it's not been messed with in terms of horsepower stuff, except for a fuel plate modification, which we're gonna be changing out today. Many of you guys should know by now that Diesel Auto Power is a new sponsor for the channel. Great guys over there, by the way, if you have not checked them out, link in the description. Go check out their website, see what they have to offer for your truck. They have a lot of stuff for 12 valves, 24 valves, more diesels than just that, but that's what they specialize in. They have incredible prices and their products are awesome, awesome, awesome. There's a reason why their products are just flying off the shelf, okay? The prices are good, the quality is good, and people love them. So make sure you guys definitely go and check them out by the end of this video. But what we are going to be installing today from them is a Diesel Auto Power AFC Air Fuel Control Spring Kit, which is for the AFC housing on this truck. Also going to be swapping out the zero fuel plate that I did with a number 5 fuel plate from Diesel Auto Power. Very excited to get this done. I think we're gonna make some minor adjustments to the star wheel, and then we are also going to we're just gonna get that all put together, get that thing reinstalled, and we're probably not gonna start it up today because we're not done. And what we're gonna be doing is moving forward with a lot of this stuff. And typically, routine, you're gonna wanna start up the truck, idle, make sure everything's good, make sure nothing's broken. But I've done this a lot of times now, and I'm not too worried about it. It's a fairly small job that's pretty hard to mess up. So let's get right to this. Let's see if we can get this done in a good, timely manner. Right there, Diesel Auto Power. I think that banner looks pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but I think the banner looks pretty good in the shop. I've already taken this one all apart before, so it's a pretty easy job. We do have a lot of products from them as well. We're gonna get to swapping out a bunch of stuff here fairly soon, so I'm very, very excited to get moving forward with this truck, and I think you guys are going to be very excited as well. Lots of stuff coming in, and I cannot wait to see the transformation of this build. I mean, it's just going to be a totally different truck within the 2-month goal that I kind of told you guys. So very excited. Let's get into this right now. Okay, so we got the AFC housing out of the truck. Guys, let me just tell you, as you do this stuff and as you gain more experience and you get to do stuff more often with with the trucks, you definitely learn how to assemble and disassemble things way faster. Like, I had this pump out in probably 3 minutes, and ordinarily, like, the first and second time I did it, it took me 35-40 minutes, and that was not because, it's a hard job. I just never done it before and all this other stuff, and it's just, it's a learning process. So this time I just went through, and DAP really helped out with speeding up the process. And what I mean by that, you might think, how did DAP help you speed up the process? Well, usually when I start this stuff, I just kind of wing it, and as I go, I try to find the parts and the tool chest and everything else. Well, what I did this time is I just read the tool list from Diesel Auto Power that comes with the AFC kit, and it just basically listed the the tools that I need: 7mm, 10mm, 13mm, 10mm wrench, another 8mm wrench, and an 8mm socket. And so that made it a lot easier because I had all the tools right there. Everything was done and out of the truck in 3 to 5 minutes. So that made it a lot easier. Now what we're gonna do is get to disassembling this entire thing, and I'll show you the spring that we're switching out, and then I'll also get to why we're taking out the number 0 fuel plate and swapping it out with a DAP number 5. Okay, so we got the front plate on that AFC housing taken off. We got the diaphragm taken off with my washers that I have flopped around, which I'm going to leave that way. The way you tune this has got to be based off of your horsepower objectives and goals, and make sure you do it according to those reasons. Don't just do it because I do it. This is the way that I'm doing it, so that's that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the spring in here. We're going to swap it out with the DAP medium duty spring for the 215 horsepower injection pump applications, and so that's what we're going to do. I'm imagining that the spring with the bigger coils that's a little bit stiffer would be medium versus the light duty. So this one's got a little bit less play, but This one's got quite a bit more. I'm gonna imagine that's the light duty. I don't know for sure, but that would be my guess. We've already got this ground down on the back side of that there to give it a little bit more rack travel, but we're gonna swap out the spring. This AFC kit that comes from DAP also comes with screws to replace the ones that you're gonna have to take off, which is your tamper-proof here, the tamper-proof here, and then there's another tamper-proof which holds down your AFC housing itself to the pump on the truck. So let's get this all done. Let's get these swapped out. So I'm going to get this spring placed back on here, get this reassembled, and then we'll get on to the next step. We just got this giant Allen key looking bolt here. And guys, let me tell you, on my truck, on my white 12 valve and on my, silver 12 valve, my dually, this was an easy thing to unthread. I mean, I just took my hand, put a little pressure and popped it loose. On this truck, this thing was locked in. There's a vise over there, and I basically put it up in there and tightened it down just a little bit so it was snug, and I had to put all my pressure down on that thing to bust this thing loose. But I'm gonna read through this instruction sheet again that DAP sent in, and I'm gonna see exactly what we're supposed to do with this AFC housing so we know exactly what we're doing. Okay guys, so the AFC housing is all back together. I took my star wheel and I adjusted it just a tad, okay, just a little bit, not too much. Basically the star wheel's in the stock position except for a little bit. I bumped it up. If it was mounted onto the side of the engine, that would be up like so. That would be pushing it up that direction. So I did push up just a little bit. Basically what I did was I rotated that wheel about a quarter turn. Now that's just my judgment, that's just the way I decided I want it to go. If you guys have a different preference, a different horsepower goal, that is totally up to you. I'm just trying to tune this one according to what my dad wants on his truck. The number 5 fuel plate from DAP. Like I said guys, by the way, definitely go check out their website, dieselautopower.com. Link in the description. We'll call them up, let them know what your goals are, and they'll try to hook you up with what they think you need, what they feel is best for your application. Just let them know the guys from Loud and Proud sent you. Number 5 fuel plate. Now, what people are gonna say is, why'd you go from a 0 to a number 5? What we're looking to do here is optimize the efficiency and horsepower of the truck. So what we're trying to do is we want to increase fuel, but we don't want to increase too much fuel. We want it to run clean, run at its best when it's pulling heavy load. A number 5 would be a better application than a 0 for that reason. It totally depends on your applications, what you're looking to do, but for us, a number 5 with that medium spring in the AFC housing, star wheel adjusted up just a little bit, not too much. Now let's get this all put back in the nasty red. Quick and easy job, guys, I'm telling you. The AFC housing, this number 5 fuel plate, I mean, very, very easy job. Let me show you how we line up the fuel plate. So basically, you're just gonna take your fuel plate, you're gonna set it down on there like so. And basically what this is for is kind of like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a, I guess to kind of keep it lined up in a certain spot so you know where it needs to be positioned to make sure everything lines up the correct way. However, I don't need this for my application. I already kind of know what I'm doing, so I don't need it. But basically, you're going to take this, and what you would do is you kind of settle it down. You would settle it down where the other screws would go, basically right behind here, and slide that back. And this is just kind of a guide to make sure your fuel plate is lined up in the right spot when you go to tighten it down. Just when you go to put your AFC housing on, you don't have to, guess that and have to redo stuff. So I'm just going to get mine put up on there, get this all assembled back in there. And what I'm also going to do, not all the way, but to a degree, I'm going to set this fuel plate mostly towards the front of the truck, so towards the front bumper, so probably about there. That's the way we're going to do it on this truck. We're going to get the AFC housing back in, get everything tightened back down, and we'll be good to go. Well, my battery says it is about to die. It's flashing red. So I did get everything under the hood put back together. The intake horn, the little bracket there that keeps the fuel lines all connected and assembled tight together. The AFC housing, fuel plate, everything, the little boost fitting on the back of there. That's all good. The little boost hose on the back of there, that's all done. I mean, fuel shut-off solenoid, everything's hooked back up. And if it wasn't a freezing cold day, I would say would pull it out and start it up. You know, start it up and pull it out, but it's about dark, it's cold, it's freezing, and I mean, just sitting there idling, what kind of a difference you're going to notice. But you know, we're going to get a lot more done here very soon, and then you'll see it start up. Well, everybody, that is going to put a wrap on this video. I know it was a short one, it was short and sweet, but guys, it was just a quick little install. A product that DAP had sent in, and I wanted to get that done today. We got a lot more stuff that we want to do. We want to put the 3K or the 4K governor springs in. We want to get the valve springs done. We want to get some other stuff. We want to put the boost elbow on there. There's a bunch of stuff we want to do. There's a bunch of stuff we got to get done, and there's a bunch of parts in this box still to get, you know, moving along with, and a bunch more stuff on the way. But guys, this is just something I wanted to touch on today and get it done, because it was something that I could work on pretty much inside this little heated room over in our barn over here, well, messing with the AFC housing and stuff, because it is freezing. And -1 is the feel, and actual temperature is like 5 degrees. So just not a great day to be out in the shop like usual this time of year. Just makes it real tough, but I'm trying my best. I'm going to try to do even better as the time goes on with this build. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, smash that like button, leave your comments down below, subscribe if you're new, join the team, join the family. Also, by the way, go check out DAP, link in the description. Go check them out, dieselautopower.com. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.